Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by for another episode here at ATHs. In today's video, we'll be covering latest updates with Bitcoin as well as covering the big three HODL Bitcoin miners, as well as these miners positioning into HPC AI as well. We'll cover latest updates as well as me going through technical analysis, price predictions of these big three Bitcoin miners. Now, if you're new to this channel, I would really appreciate you smashing the like, subscribing for more related content. You don't want to miss it. I'll be covering the latest updates with macro scale updates as well. Let's begin, guys. Today, we had Federal Reserve Jerome Powell speak at Pennsylvania. He said economic activity data have been surprising to the upside. This is very bullish with today's updates that Jerome Powell has provided. He's dovish. What does this mean? We're going to be seeing anticipation of a rate cut. So we have a 96.7% chance that the Fed will cut the interest rate again in 15 days. Just think about that. October 29, we're going to have, additional rate cuts. Is it going to be 0.5% rate cut? Is it going to be a quarter percent? Who knows? But you know what? We had our previous rate cut and now we're going to have an additional rate cut. What does this mean? Market's going to be very bullish. Powell just said the Fed could end quantitative tightening in the coming months. Super mega bullish for Bitcoin and altcoins. As soon as we have rate cuts, we'll have quantitative easing. You'll have more money being printed. Once you got the money printer going on, you're going to have, the speed of money, it's going to move much faster, and that's going to result in more buying, more investing. There's going to be a lot more money available in the markets to buy stocks, crypto, even create businesses. So this is going to be very bullish for the economy. Ted posts Bitcoin usually dips 5 to 10% after Eric Trump tweets buy the dips. Interestingly, Bitcoin also always recovers in 4 to 6 weeks and hits a new all-time high. We already had the dump. Does that mean a pump is coming? So just looking at all of these posts from Eric Trump back in February, August, September, what happened? We had a following, bullish movement up to the upside. And this is why the Trump family is bullish on crypto. I mean, Trump owns a lot of, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as, altcoins as well. So, if we got the president backing, investing in crypto, we got to follow the money, and this is going to be the future. Vivek Sen posts global M2 is exploding. Bitcoin 180,000 incoming. Put it in the comments how high you think Bitcoin's going to be going in the year 2025. I'm thinking somewhere around that sweet spot, 100, 50 to 180,000. We will see, where things are headed, but usually Q4 is going to be a bullish month. When we see M2 money supply go up, we have like a 5 week delay with Bitcoin, and soon enough, I think we're going to see this vertical leap ahead. Crypto Rover posts insider Bitcoin whale has completely closed his 488 million short position on Bitcoin. Pump is coming. I mean, even on Friday, that was a well planned out manipulation, wiping out all of the investors with stop losses, those using leverage. But you know what? For those who held on strong, I think this is a time to just capitalizing on gains. Even though today the market opened, in red, I think things are going to be very bullish. Let's take a look at a post from Cantonese Cat. He posts about CleanSpark, 80% owned by institutions, as if they knew about HPC AI all along. Outstanding shares decreased in Q2, fighting final bosses at 0.786 fib level, and monthly Ichimoku cloud top before possibly going to triple digits. Bollinger Band expansion suggests more volatility upward. So what are we seeing? Ichimoku cloud price actions getting above that. We're seeing, the fib levels, we're just continuing marching up. Look at the whale accumulation. I mean, institutions have been just stacking, doesn't matter. They've been just doing this since, you know, the prior months during the accumulation phase, and now we see the up leg with the price action. Tismic posts, Grok thinks there's a 18% chance CleanSpark is going to $40 by next Friday. Put in the comments how high you think CleanSpark can go in this cycle, at least in Q4. Can it go to $40 by next Friday? We will see. It will be a matter of time. Shorts will likely have to cover if this happens. Crypto Vici posts Mara lag to Bitcoin. The chase is on. So you have Bitcoin obviously climbing up, and Mara is just, a slow starter. It's a lagging performer, but I believe that they're going to have a nice bullish run up. I mean, today we saw some nice, healthy gains from Mara, close to double digits ending the market. Now we're breaking above $20, and soon enough, we're going to get to $30 quickly with Mara. Satoshi Nakamoto posts, Mara, it's time, send it. What are we seeing? We're seeing this beautiful cup and handle formation playing out. Just look at this. I mean, we've been challenged at this fib level for so long, and I think we're just going to start sending this vertical. My prior video on the big three Bitcoin miners, I've been talking a lot about this. Mara is a low risk, undervalued investment play right now. I definitely do think that there's upside with Mara. Riot Platforms, BNG Capital Post has found an interesting little whale order that slipped in just before close today. This whale paid quite a bit over the ask for these 175,000 shares worth $3.9 million. Put that into perspective. We have demand from whales. They're loading up. Why is that the case? They're riding up that bullish momentum. They understand the use case. Any potential ink deal with Riot and a blue chip customer to scale out, data centers development, that's going to be very bullish. I mean, the stock can just shoot up like 50, 60%, within a day. Stock Pattern Pros, Tim, he posts Riot. Those of you on the market bubble fear train who sold last Friday look dumber every day. What is this drawing? We have this ascending channel, higher highs, higher lows. I mean, Riot has been just suppressed for many, many years now. Since 2021, it's been down for so long. And now, after getting beyond the accumulation phase, market makers are just allowing for the price to, ascend up in this bullish momentum channel, where, Tim has it, 1020, which is, next week, we could very well be around that $27 plus upside. So as we start November, this ascending channel has it, around that $30 range. So looking very bullish. Let's take a look at technical analysis for CleanSpark. I mean, look at this nice movement to the upside. I mean, we had accumulation phase back in February all the way up through July. We saw a sudden, run up in July, got up to like $13. We thought there was going to be hope there. And then we had major capitulation mode again. So, it went back down. Whales wanted to accumulate more, which is why they were shorting it down. And, price below $10 retested that fib at 0.36. And what happened? We got that momentum candle starting September. And we're just seeing, price action climb up, breaking all these fib levels. And now, what's going to be the next fib level test? I mean, 1.618, $31, I definitely do think there's that opportunity to the upside there. So 1.618 is going to be that, that sweet spot that I believe is going to be hit in this year. Let's take a look at Mara. Look at this beautiful chart. I mean, we had this cup and handle formation playing out. What do we see? We see a bullish momentum candle. This is all driven from the whales, smart money buying up, increase of volume just with this movement here. And, we have Mara being a slow starter, but look at this. They broke above the 0.786, fib levels. And we had a lot of resistance at around $21. We just broke above that as well. Soon enough, we're going to get above the 1.618 fibs, but I think that's going to be very low. I really do think that we're going to get somewhere around that, 39.87 fib level, 3.618 fib. This is looking very bullish, seeing this momentum candle. I think there's going to be a lot of activity with Mara. It's a slow starter, and now we're seeing the progression on the momentum and the upside here. Let's take a look at Riot Platforms. So Riot has been consistently climbing up. It's looking very healthy. Today didn't perform as well as CleanSpark and Mara, but you know what? a green day is better than not having a green day. What are we looking at? I mean, we see the momentum candle starting, back in September. We're seeing it climb up and it's looking very healthy. Whales continue to accumulate, loading up on shares and call options. And, as we look to see the potential, I mean, I really do see the upside where we're going to start touching that 1.618 golden ratio, $35, and any announcement, in Q4 with, a data center deal with the client partnership, this can just really just rocket launch, like above 35, $40 within a day. So I think, something is brewing and we may very well have a partnership announcement along with Catalyst Bitcoin price going up. This stock could really, just blow things out of the water, and it's been suppressed for many, many years now. So we're seeing it, ascend up. So I think things are looking very positive for the big three Bitcoin miners. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this content where we talked about the macro scale updates that we got today, what this looks like for the big three Bitcoin miners, as well as Bitcoin, where we're seeing Bitcoin go, and, why I'm bullish on, CleanSpark, Mara, and Riot. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure share it with others, hit the like, subscribe for more related content. Thanks, guys. So you